Guys, and welcome back for the second map of the grand finals here at GameOn 2017. And it's going to be pretty intense. WASD versus GoodJob here on Train, and it's going to be my good self, Tom Pickering, aka Reeferman, joined by Sir Danny, aka Danny. What do you think about this map?
Thanks for the introduction, Tom. I've got to admit, Train, I think this time around, this map should be that tad bit more interesting. I think it's going to be, a bit more close. WASD Sports had a landslide victory when they were playing against Volsung, but that was a team that, well, I don't think they really had a lot of practice on a map like Train, but GoodJob, they have played this map, and they have played this map in official games as well, so I'm thinking good, that if they left in this map for a reason, I think the reason being is that they think they're good on it.
Yeah, and I mean, considering WASD were allowed to sort of pick this one, and they smashed it out against the Lithuanian team. Oh, actually, no, sorry, not the Lithuanian team. The Latvian team early on in the first semi-final. And that, yeah, I mean, they just absolutely destroyed the team on it. So it's going to be interesting how confident GoodJob are at being able to win this. So we're going to be going into the knife round here, guys, as we go forward. It's obviously going to be WASD Esports versus GoodJob, the Belarusian team, however you say it, on that front. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to be able to win this. Obviously, the Russian team trying to take home the trophy and really sort of take it forward. And they might actually be one of the sort of top teams in the whole their sort of region now, considering just how well they've been playing. But nonetheless, we're going to be going into the knife round here, and it's going to be the CTs versus the Ts. And the Ts are going to be opening it up with the 3 kills on their side, 1 on CT, double kill. But it's going to be absolutely destroyed by the Ts here, who are going to be able to win this out. GoodJob picking the side. What are they going to do? They're actually going to be going in for the switch. So they're going to be starting out on their favorite side of the CTs.
I've got to admit, I've seen GoodJob play, and they like playing on their CD side pretty much every single map. Once they win the knife round, they're going to be playing on that CD side, and of course, that's the thing. On the CD side, if you get that momentum rolling, I mean, eventually you might as well be winning the map itself just because of you picking up way too many rounds on that CT side. But of course, for any good CD side, a good start is also important. But of course, the same could be said for the T side as well. Box towards Ivy, seeing a couple of guys. Seeing one player, but he's getting dinked there. He's got to be careful about this one. Players from Ivy already pushing in. Coffee will be good for the one frag, but the one frag, I don't think it's going to be good enough. Should be getting the frag almost, but not good enough. Connect though, he gets taken down. Coffee with the frag. This is now looking doable here for GoodJob.
Yeah, so 3 versus 3 situation. The fuse kit is going to be on the side of GoodJob, and there we go, finding the frag. It's now going to be down to a 3-on-1. What's going on? Vista going to be able to find a frag, but he's going to be in a difficult situation. Hiding behind this Train. It's quick each of the side. He's actually going to hit the headshot. What's going on? Lollipop left in a 1v1. The pressure's going to be going on. He's got the USP, but he might just get found here. The bullets run out on Vista's side. He's got 3k. He might just be able to clutch this out. Vista runs away, but the defuse might be coming in. He's got no utility here, so Vista going to be going in for the shots here. He dinks him. He's just going to be playing with his food here. He's making him, baiting him. He's going to be able to find the frag here as he re-peaks potentially, and he does eventually take him down. First round in favor of the Estonian team, WASD. Take it by storm.
Vista Storm. I mean, he played that one to perfection. I mean, you have to admit, when he was actually running away, surely you might be thinking, okay, might as well go for the defuse, but then he re-peaks again. All he has to do is just show off a bit of his shoulder, and of course, he then commits to the peak, gets the kill as well. Great stuff from Vista. Vista Sports more like it, and of course, the player definitely showing up where he is needed the most in a round like that. And of course, GoodJob. I wouldn't say they're on the ropes. When you take a look, they've still got those 4 Deagles kicking, of course, Scout as well, but the Deagle, it's not going to be good enough, at least for now.
Yeah, so obviously 4 Deagles, 1 Scout. It's going to be a bit difficult. Death Hustle has got... He's been tagged down, going to get flashed as well. Smoke going down towards heaven, but he's going to be able to potentially pick up the frag. Vista going to be peeking down on him, gets the kill, and they're going to be taking over the site, but finds another one. Coffee going to get dropped, but the Deagle coming out from Lollipop finds another one on Bitcher as they push next to Gray. Spur doesn't spot him out. He might get taken down. He doesn't. He survives. Finds the counter frag, but it's going to be Dodds who takes down for next. And now it's going to be last player, Box, with the Scout in hand. He's going to be running for the hills, trying to save this as well, but I mean, it's just a Scout with some armor and a flashbang. This is not looking so good, and remember, GoodJob. They let this map come into this one. They might live to regret it.
Oh, they might. I mean, we saw WASD Sports, the Estonian team actually doing a pretty good job, I've got to admit, all things considering, on that CT side, as well as the T side. I mean, I think they actually started out on the T side, and their T side was tremendously good. I mean, they pretty much destroyed Volsung in pretty much every single way when they were hitting the bomb sites, whether it be the A or B bomb site, they would be the ones getting the initial frags as well. And of course, the rounds that Volsung did pick up, I mean, those were pretty much on the back of individuals getting some very important clutches, but still. The clutches, are they going to be enough? I don't think so here, but of course, good job. We've seen before, and we have seen the players definitely step up when needed. So of course, this team is scary to play against, but that doesn't mean that the Estonian team cannot show up here. Of course, this is another possibility for them to get themselves a quick round going in. Seems to be just the case. Gabornik with the Mac 10. Of course, he's just baiting over here. This is where the most of the action will be happening, because it's going to be the B-bomb site.
I mean, they've actually done this before, and I think it was on their third round as well, so it's interesting. Obviously, GoodJob didn't get to watch or sort of spec that game, but they are going to be able to pick up a kill. Takes down Bitcher. The trade comes in from Spur, though, finding 2. Not quite the third, though, because we are going to be seeing it wrapped up nice and easily coming in. Third round on the board for the Estonian team, WASD. Fantastic play. Bitcher going to have to rebuy up on this one, but I'd actually say I'm really intrigued and interested to see how this game goes, because we haven't really seen GoodJob on the ropes. And this is exactly where they're going to be put, I think, on this map. They're going to be put in the uncomfortable zone as they push through to the other side of this half. When they get to the T side, they might be able to perform, but WSD on the T side, ferocious beast.
And Coffee is good for the one frag, not the second one though, but there's Gabornik with a frag of his own. Looks like the A defense is crumbling little by little as this hustle still remains, but for how long, that is the question, because, you know, backup is coming in the form of Lollipop, but of course there are so many angles they have to be careful about. Lollipop had no idea there's a player right behind Old Train, and of course this hustle in a position where, well, he has no idea where the players could come from. He might realize it, but I think the timing is not in his favor. It would be good for the one frag. A second one at that for this hustle. How on earth is he getting those frags? And of course, Bitch has been spotted, and this hustle, he will be getting the frag as well, and he will be getting the round win with the frag. And that it goes to show. That's how GoodJob works.
Play. I mean, I was getting carried away with that one. It's so brilliant. What a play coming out from Des Hustle, playing exactly when his team needs him. They're going to be able to buy up into this one. 2 NP9s. I do question that kind of buy. UMP would be better, slightly less utility. I might question that. But nonetheless, grenades going out over towards A main. No one's going to be there to receive their presence. They're going to be going down in towards Pop Dog. He gets take it down. That's going to be the end of it for Coffee, who just can't take that frag again. Now it's going to be down to these last 4 players to try and bring it to another win for themselves, so they don't get their economy just absolutely shattered and sort of reset on the side of the CTs. We're going into obviously the 5th round here. 1 minute 25 in. So far, 1 CT dead.
That is true. I was actually expecting, you know, Box. He's got that Max 7 in hand, but surely he's going to get sprayed down through the smoke. But the thing is, I was actually expecting the Max 7 player to be stationed towards Pop Dog, but hey, they actually put the guy towards with the MP9 there, and of course, I guess you could say that GoodJob kind of misread the situation in a way where they, you know, purchased the Max 7 to MP9s, and of course, they haven't really been able to accomplish much. Lollipop spotting out players. Of course, he will deploy the Molotov as quick as possible. And of course, this deters WASD for the push, but for how long? Because looks like the push will be happening on this A-bombs. And in fact, next with the one frag. Went for the one frag, but not the second one though. Gets the second though, but still, Lollipop and this hustle with an ult to do here. What a frag onto this hustle. And I'm sorry, Lollipop, but I don't think there's much more you can do for another 4th round here for the Estonian squad.
And this is just looking even better for this team. I mean, Spurs team are going to be looking rather happy with themselves. They've just pushed the economy right down into the ground for GoodJob's side, and I think those MP9s are a bit down to blame. I mean, imagine if Lollipop actually had a proper gun there. I say proper gun, I mean like a rifle, maybe even a UMP, or even just a Deagle or a P250 at that distance, much better. You might have had at least some damage to the economy. Not going to happen, so GoodJob. 3 rounds behind, the rush in towards A site once again. Nice fake, but look at this, Lollipop seizing in hand, takes 2! Can't take the 3rd, but Coffee can. He takes down Gabornik for next over in towards sort of watching lower, but he switches over. It's going to be a 2-on-3 situation. How has this happened? Last 2 T's are going to be looking a little bit desperate. 6 HP on one player, 100 on another. They're going to have to watch up and behind them every angle. It's going to be so difficult, AWP and AK, to try and clutch this out.
Yeah, but the question is, can GoodJob do it? That is the question. That is a horrible smoke for Dodds. He realizes now, well, there's players over there. I'm not pushing through that smoke, not anytime soon. So, of course, he has to be careful for a push from pretty much anywhere at this point. And, of course, they have to move. They're getting pincered upon. They have to hurry up, the Estonian team.
And I question that. He reloaded whilst in the air. Massive mistake, but he's going to have his teammate push over towards long there, and he hasn't got the bomb over towards long as well, so that's perfect play. Dodd's going to be backing off here, going in for the aggression. This is a mistake, but his teammate's down. He's going to be left solo in 1v4. Takes one, doesn't take two. Another round on the board for GoodJob here, trying to bring it back. 2 rounds behind WASD Sports, who've really sort of charged ahead, but not too far. We've only had 6 rounds go through. Going into the 7th round, I'm interested to see what's going to happen here. I mean, it's going to be an eco round, a partial buy here for the T-side as they go through, but they're actually going to go in for the Force instead. It's going to be an AK-47, UMP, Deagle, and the AWP, and also another Deagle as well, so they could prove fruitful, or they could fall down flat.
They could. I mean, the Force buy, it's risky, you have to admit. Of course, WASD Sports have got rounds to work with. Spur, though, that's the op player getting tagged down quite a bit, and of course, Coffee gets the frag and backs away. Textbook Counter-Strike right there. Doesn't really have to go for any sort of engagement anymore. Of course, Box, you might be seeing Vista right in front of him. Will be getting the frag, of course, with the support of his players. So now this is looking good. This is looking very good for the, shall I say, Belarusian team, because now Gabork and Bitcher are the last 2 men standing. But the question is, for how long will they remain? Because looks like the CT side have got a good grasp on this T side.
Yeah, and they need to go pick up the bomb from the shower room. They've done exactly that. Trying to wash themselves of the CTs as they do so, but it's going to be difficult. They are going to have to go against Box, who is down in towards, actually no, sorry, I misread. That is Lollipop, actually number 4 there. Going to be looking to back off as well. He's going to be backed up by Des Hustle. Des Hustle 666, another beast. And you know what? He is a bit of a beast, so why not? He is a fantastic player so far. We saw that obviously clutch, which was just insane. And that was the start of the end for WSD, funnily enough, 666, that's not the end. But Gabruk, he's got the AWP. He's going to be backed up by Bitcher, who has 100 HP, also the AK-47, but everywhere's just locked down. I mean, where are they going to go? If they try and go over towards Ivy, fair enough. If they go down in towards Pop Dog, they're going to have to fight against Box, and Box is no easy opponent. So if they try to do any movement, it's going to be hard. And it looks like they are just going to dedicate themselves to the save.
And towards the showers, they're going to be saving their rifles. Of course, the thing is, they're going to be saving their rifles, but this means that they're going to have to go pretty much for a force by the next round, because they're not going to be getting any sort of money after saving their weapons as the T side nonetheless. So of course, a force buy will commence, and that's actually a pause being called out from the GoodJob side, not even the Estonian team, it's actually the CTs themselves.
It's going to do them a favor, you know? I mean, they just want to make sure they didn't drop the soap in the showers and just give them time to recover from that sort of situation they were in. But WASD Sports, I think they are going to be forcing into this. The unpause has come out. I think that was a bit of a technical pause. It wasn't called out in chat, but I'm fairly certain for that length of one, that is the case. Or it could just be to sort of kill their momentum, but it was actually their own momentum they would be killing. 3-4 on the leaderboard right now. WSD trying to defend their lead, but by doing so, it seems like they have actually harmed their chances of being able to push on through. I mean, Bitcher and Gabruk, they've got no money really on the board, but they have got the buy into this one. And they've got some players playing with the Deagle's armor as well as they push on through. And Lollipop, he's just playing the exact same position, peeking in, being a little bit cheeky here with his Incendiary Grenade out as well, waiting for them to go in for the peek, and he can molly it out, and he can just back off. And meanwhile, we are going to be seeing that 2 players on CT, the T side, rather go over towards Ivy, one in towards Team Main in a moment. Otherwise, apart from that, a little bit passive.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're Lollipop, that's your pretty much entire goal. I mean, you have to spot out players. Either you do it through ramp, of course, if you have brown holes controls, but I mean, controlling brown holes can definitely be, I'd say, a difficult matter, especially for the CT, who's only got an M4. If you have an AWP, the long-range engagements are going to be working out for your favor, but actually, Gabork, look at this, looks like his op will be getting the frag onto one of the players. That's actually towards Ivy, so things are looking up here for this Estonian squad, but still, getting the 1 frag won't be winning you the round. You need to get at least, well, maybe even all 4.
Yeah, and you're going to have to do a lot of work doing that. I mean, he has obviously got Bitcher to be able to be his sidearm and trying to sort of find the entry kills so that he can line himself up, get those follow-up kills and do the high-impact ones that they really need to be able to do. It looks like they might be able to dedicate themselves over towards B, but the smoke's coming out from Lollipop. He's backed off behind Grey Train. If they push in, he's still going to be able to take them on in this situation. Ideally, I'd say position yourself on that bomb train, let them in, and then just really trap them in that side. But Coffee takes down Spur. This is going to be the opening, and now it's going to be down to Lollipop to try and defend this one up in heaven. Vista finds the headshot. This could be the beginning to the end, but that's also here. The answer. The deal comes in from Dodds. Coffee going to have to try and come in here. Suddenly a 2 versus 4 situation in favor of the T's here, who have got the bomb down, and now they're going to be trying to recover into perfect situations and positions, and the headshot come now over towards Spur. If he's not careful, he's exposing himself, missing shot after shot. We're going to see seeing a kill coming out from Finax over towards Vista. Another one over towards, there we go, Bitcher finally going down. One player behind them. They know he's there, but there's not much they could do. Dodds going to be able to find the kill on Finax, and now, there we go. Gabrick going to be able to take down Coffee, finally getting another round on the board after a little bit of a dry spell. 5 rounds versus 3. Good job lagging behind 2 rounds, and they haven't got the economy to go in for the buy here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, also, I guess it comes down to Lollipop not getting a single frag in that sort of scenario. Surely you're getting pushed by what seems to be 4 players, Heaven and Ramp. You have to choose one of the spots to look at. So he was looking towards Ramp. The players from Heaven and Right came up, and of course, he was taken out. Simple as that. But of course, him not getting a single frag was a bit dissatisfying in that sort of scenario. But he might just, oh no, he won't be getting the frag though. The CZ-75 is not strong enough. It's going to be a AK bullet piercing his skull. And anyhow, the GoodJob side seem to be playing back in their bit of a default. It would be nice to actually see maybe some sort of stack, or maybe for the entire unit to go for a push, but simply they're not doing anything of the sorts.
Yeah, so they're just going to be playing a little bit more passive. I mean, they've got a couple of P250s, a couple of Deagles. I think what they need to be doing right now is actually just discussing what they can do moving forward, because I think this round is going to just go in favor of WSD Sports. They love this map. They know how to play it, and playing against sort of playing as an anti-eco, they shouldn't find it too hard, and I don't think they are. I think it's the opposite way around when it comes down to it. But saying that, that's also going to be able to take down Dodds, picks up a gun himself. This changes the scenario. That's an M4 in his hands. Also, in Molotov as well is going to be allowed him to defend. But look at that, Coffee going in for the Quandig against Bitcher. A second one coming out from his teammate, taking down Gabarek. Suddenly, again, it's a 2 versus 3 situation in favor. Actually, no, back to the T's, because you know what? Vista, he's a beast, and he takes down Coffee and Finaxis, and now it's going to be last player, Des Hustle, to try and clutch it out.
He's left in the 1 versus 2. And of course, aim punch might be a factor here, but of course, with the new update, the aim punch isn't as strong as it used to be. Surely he's got a Molotov, so he can Molotov one of the positions, possibly Pop Dog, maybe in connector, but surely he needs to get a frag and a frag as soon as possible, because the thing is, the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking, tick, tick. He has to hurry up here. This hustle might be good for the 1 frag. Does get the 1, but not the second one, as Spur is way too quick with that CZ-75 of his, making the scoreline pretty good now for the Estonian squad.
One fantastic play from them in the end there. But you know what? 6 rounds on the board. That's only 3 rounds ahead of GoodJob, and now we're going into the 10th round. This is really going to decide who's going to be able to sort of charge ahead with this. You could actually see Box go ahead and take the frags with the AWP, or we could see the other way around, and they just could fall short. I mean, AWP, where's that playing? Over towards Ivy. He's actually going to be sitting on top of the train, looking for the frags in towards Connector. Now Lollipop, he is going to see them chuck down the Incendiary Grenade. A lot of information here, but they're going to rush anyway. He needs to sit on top of the site. Smoke goes down. Gabriel with the Mac 10. It's going to be quite hard for him to actually push in here. Lollipop going to get mollied out as well. I think that was actually a bit of a duff molly, so he could have stayed there, but nonetheless. He's going to reposition himself on top of Fuel Tank here, up in towards Heaven, drops down. This player only has 66 HP, so that's a single shot to the head that could take him down. He drops down, he's going to be able to take him out as well. Head shot coming out, but there's not going to be a dedication over towards the B site. I'm not quite sure what Gabrick's game was there, maybe a distraction, but I think that distraction was actually a bit of a failure. And it's going to be a 4 versus 5 favor on the side of a GoodJob.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Gaborik's job was to be that human decoy, but the problem is, I mean, he could have used one of his compadres. He could have gone with one of his teammates there. That would have made the fake that bit more effective. And if they get a frag as well, that's how it's supposed to work. But now it looks like this hustle is going to get mauled to death. And of course, Lollipop in a position to get some frags. Gets the 1 frag, which is good enough. But surely he needs the backup of his fellow CT members. But of course, Spur is not going to allow it. Coffee good for the 1 frag. Lollipop, though, he won't be getting the frag anytime soon. And of course, Box and Coffee, you have to hurry up. They don't have the fuse because they need to hurry up to get this retake going, but of course they're going to be putting themselves in good positions here, Bitcher and Dodds. They don't have a Molotov though, so if they might as well want to stick it, they could very much do so, especially with Box with that 1 frag. Bitcher though going for the wild spray, but the AK-47 won't connect, and of course, let's see, goes for the white P, but surely Coffee is way too good for it, and of course, does he have time? I think he might just about get it.
Yeah, he's actually got time to do it. So, I mean, what a play coming in from these guys. Going to be able to defuse the bomb, and it's going to be another round on the board for GoodJob. Finally, after another dry spell, so they're kind of switching in and out here, but like I said, who was going to be able to take the 10th round then? They did exactly that, so 4-6 in favor of WASD. And remember, this is WASD's favored map. We actually saw GoodJob actually win the 9th round and pick the CT side, as they do across all the maps, apparently, on that front. Double AWP setup, Bison or Gabrick as well. Not quite sure in the point of that, just buy a pistol, mate.
Yeah, surely. I mean, unless he's got that cool P Bison skin. I think it's called Ace of Spades or something like that. It's very gambling style skin. Got them nice cards and all that, but surely the skins are not going to be winning you duels. Of course, Box showing us how he's winning his duels. But the thing is, Spur and Bitcher are out of the action. Seems to be the case. They allowed their teammates to do all the heavy lifting, but now it's about time that Bitcher and Spur actually join the action as well.
Yeah, I mean, a 2 versus 3 clutch situation isn't impossible, and they're both fully armored. Some utility on Bitcher, but he's only got a Deagle. But we know how these players can play with this. They love those Corn Deags. They've spent a lot of time practicing that. And he might actually be able to go and pick up a gun. We never know in this front. As the Pika coming in, Spur has been seen, but he doesn't fall for it. That was a wallbang, Spur. What are you doing? Going to take him down, but that's also with the trade. Going to be able to take him down, 15 bullets, and he's going to get dropped. The Deagle coming through, 15 HP. He's versus an MP9, or it takes as a simple shot from the MP9 onto his head. The bomb is dropped in between his grasp. He can hold onto it for as long as he wants. 40 seconds left on the clock here. All he's got to do is just work down the time. He knows that where the player is, but the player doesn't exactly know where he is, and he's got 4 HP. Keep that in mind. The Deagle just needs 1 shot to the head, but that dome shot is going to be a little bit hard in Bitcher. He's got the bomb. He's now going to be rotating, maybe over towards the B site. He hasn't got time, so he's going to have to plant on the A site now. Planting on the opposite side. No, he is going to go for the run over towards B, but he has to get his feet on. Run, Forrest, run. As he looks to try and lunge it over towards the B site, he's going to get the plant as well, but he's going to have to plant a little bit of an odd spot. 8 seconds left on the clock, gets the plant. Grenade going to be going out. It might work perfectly. It doesn't. Taps it down to zip. Well, actually, doesn't tap it down at all. Flash goes out. You know, he might know whereabouts he is, but the pressure's going to be on. Waiting to hear the footsteps round the bomb train. He might just spot him. He's down now, round right next to the bomb. He chucks down a smoke. He's just going to go in for the defuse. It might not work. The Deagle is going to be coming into play. The knife as well. He's just knife in the air. What's going on? Shoots him. He's right there. He kills him. The clutch from Lollipop. Once again proven why this is one of the best teams of their region, if not the best. GoodJob. Fantastic play. But that was too close for comfort. And that Bison proved me wrong as well. Getting the kill on one of the players as well.
It's not that bad of a gun.
Well, yeah, you can't say that now. I just got proven completely wrong. But you know what? That is a paused territory here for WASD, because at the moment they're now back to just Deagles, and their economy is looking a little bit dire.
A bit. I guess now this would be a perfect time to use the Bison, but surely looks like we're going to be seeing Phoenix with his UMP45, though. Well, I mean, sticking with the rifles does make sense here for the GoodJob side. Dots, though, with the Deagle. Got to be careful about those Deagles. All things considered, oh, Vista is going to be getting a frag onto one of the players, though, but that is only the one player. That's I think that's an M4 drop for the CT side. They've got to be careful. They don't want to lose too much of their money, because this might come back to bite them, honestly.
Yeah, and look at this. Finax actually going to be right above Gamrocon. He's going to drop down. He hears the shots. He's going to have to go for the kill. He's going to go, what Deeks? What's going on? The Deeks are going mad. Spurs going to get taken down in the meantime, but Des Hustle going to be left again in a 1 versus 3. He takes down 1, but the rotation from the bomb is going over towards B. They might just be able to bring this back. WSD looking to take the charge in the 2-round lead here. Des Hustle going in for the rotation, but he's got no defuse. Bomb goes down. It's planted very nicely here for these teams. He has to get the early frags, take it to a 1-on-1 to equalize the playground it is, but he's going to be making all the footsteps. He's just going to be playing aggressive. They know exactly where he is. They're going to go in for the shots, but they miss. He eventually going to be found here as he looks at the ground. He messes up with his mouse, and he's going to get found. What a round from WSD Sports.
What just happened there with his mouse, though? Did his mouse just jump? I'm guessing that's the case. I mean, in a scenario like that, you definitely don't want to be aiming on the ground, surely. That is a horrible way to lose, I have to admit. But, well, it looks like that the CT side, they're still in the fight. Actually not even gonna go for any sort of eco. It's a straight-up force fight. Next, though, good for 1. But the 1 frag is all he's gonna be getting. Coffee is very close. He might just be spawning out 1 player, spots out Spur, but of course, oh, double smoke. Alrighty then. I guess the double smoke is better than the 1. However, the Deagles they might as well come into play yet again. They have been so powerful for both these teams. Surely the Pistols haven't really gone to the Fred anti-eco school. That's what I'm thinking.
Might be the case, you know. Might not have gone all the way to school, not all the way to college. Maybe he went to college, but not school. Right, so good job. 5 rounds. They've got these deagles. They're looking to try and chime them in. I mean, Box has got the 5.7 as well. Fantastic weapon, especially in these sort of close quarters or sort of mid-range battles where you can just spam it, get those easy dinks on the heads, finish them off. And Spur, he's only got 66 HP, so that 5.7 is even more dangerous. But Lollipop is going to be meeting up head-to-head with Dodds any moment. He's going in for the peek. He spots him out, goes for the shots, gets 2, 3. Third is going to be the final one, though, because Dodds is going to fall, and that's going to be an AK drop. The entrance in towards the A site's happening. That's Hustle going to fall down to the AK-47, and we're going to be seeing a flashbang go over towards a connector here. Box going to be coming in from Ivy. Try not to get spotted so he can actually try and help his teammates try and recover the A site. And it's actually not being fully taken over. Spur's going to get dropped, but it's going to be Gabrick with the trade-up. Box going to fall, and now it's all going to be down to Coffee. Has he had enough caffeine? That's going to be the real question. Peeking in, he's going to get taken down. Vista, fantastic play. Going to be able to drop him and take the 8th round on the board, and this is the number they were really looking for. Any more than this is just a glorious win for them. If they can pick up the next 2 rounds, take it 10 rounds on the board, that's brilliant.
I guess you could put it at that. That's the thing now. It looks like the CT side will just have to go for the good old-fashioned eco at this point. I mean, the thing is, they need to start building up some money at least to secure the 6th round. Make it 6 to 9, then it's going to be at least at that bit of more tangible scoreline. But now, things are looking very dire for the CT side. Of course, Lollipop, he might be getting some frags, but apparently that is not the case. Looks like frags are happening onto that A bomb side. Spur with free already. And looks like WASD will be having a pretty good round here. Not losing a single guy as of yet, and of course, might as well keep it that way.
Yeah, we are going to have a transfer from Lollipop through in towards Connector. He's going to get tagged down a little bit by that fire. But you know what? It's going to be Vista finishing off the job, and the USP coming out, but it's not going to be enough. The Glock is too OP now. Another round on the board, looking for the 10th. They're going to be hunting for this mysterious beast. Make this first half for them absolutely fantastic. This is obviously WSD's map pick. The Estonian team looking to try and win GameOn 2017. Which would be pretty interesting, because it wouldn't be the first time an Estonian team's won this this competition.
It wouldn't be. The first GameOn was won by Online Boss, I think. I don't know if I'm correct, but I think Vista might have actually been part of that lineup. But right now, it looks like Dodds and Bitcher will be getting frags here, and things are not looking good here for the CT side. Surely dropping 3 of make that 3 of their own is not going to make matters any easier. Lollipop and the Hustle are still alive, but the question is for how long? Surely. Oh, the nade also coming in there. Lollipop now in a horrible predicament. Doesn't even have a diffuse skin, and of course the bomb will be planted. He might just kill the bomb planter. That is just the case. Drops the bomb carrier. There's still 2 guys remaining. Lollipop spots out the 1, but won't be getting the frag. And that is gonna be it. It's gonna be WASD Sports. 10 rounds on the T side of trade.
You just have to give it to them. They know how to play this map. They may have lost quite a few rounds in a row, and it was looking a little bit dodgy, but you know what? They never lost more than 2 rounds. They brought it back every single time. The consistency was there from them. They got 3 rounds in a row from the first sort of pistol to the bonus round, to the fact that they then ended it up with 4 rounds in a row. Now they're switching sides onto the CT side, where we know they can definitely play. They've done it before, and I think they're going to do it again. I think we're going to be going over to the 3rd map, which is going to be pretty interesting. And that's good job. Charge back.
A 3rd map is a possibility. A 3rd map is very much a possibility, but you know, you and I have seen GoodJob. They like, shall I say, winning their second halves in a very, shall I say, dominant fashion. So I'm just wondering if it's actually going to be the case on this T side as well. Surely the T side of Train is no CT side of, for instance, Cash, but surely there's always the possibility. Now let's see, 5 to 10 being the scoreline. GoodJob might be feeling the pressure here, but of course you have a 3rd map on your back. So, well, that's the worst case scenario. But of course, gotta focus on this map, see how it turns out to be. Of course, the smoke being deployed, flash as well. Not seeing anything by the looks of it, the WASD Sports side. Of course, the bomb should get planted, and this can be 5 versus 5 retake, but also with Lollipop pushing through the smoke, not a single frag. That's a bit dissatisfying, but surely Box and the Molotov, it's gonna be of great importance. Coffee and Connector, this is one hell of a weird spot.
Yeah, but might work in his favor. Peeks around the corner, he gets taken down! Dodds, fantastic play. This is exactly what they need, but Box, he's got a Molotov. They just need to play down time. He chucks it down a little bit too early, but you know what? There's no defuse kit here, so they're going to have to go in for the fast play here, going for the aggressive play, but he might just be able to pick up a kill. Runs out of ammo, has to run away, turns around, tries to get the kill and to dodge the bomb. It's already starting to get defused, and he's going to drop, and the defuse is going to come out. And what a play from WASD. I thought they might get schooled, but no. They take the 11th round on. The first round of the second half is going in the favor of the Estonian team. Good job. Fantastic execution. You have to give them points for style.
I guess so. I mean, I think that's one of the tutorials on Boomio, how you can actually set up on how to throw smokes to the B-bomb site and then just rush onto the trains. Surely can definitely work out, but I mean, by the time they continued on with their push, WASD Sports already had 4 players on that B-bomb site, making things that tad bit more difficult, I'd say, for the Belarusian squad. But surely, looks like it's going to be an old-fashioned eco. They're going to try to push out this B-bombs, and surely easy frags from Vista. Eco frags nonetheless, but they are easy anyhow. But also Molotov, Barbecue seems to be on this B-bombs in Vista, not getting the 4th one though. But still, this is an eco from the Belarusians. And of course, it's going to mean that WASD Sports is going to be now 12-5 in this scenario.
Okay, well, that was just them getting absolutely barbecued there. Pretty much Korean style as well, getting not Korean barbecued, you know. Never mind on that front, but what a fantastic play coming in from WASD as usual. They're just being consistent on this map. I'm a little bit scared if for the third map as well, if GoodJob are going to be able to keep up with this. We have seen some fantastic plays, but it seems like this one's a little bit of a unusual one. They might just be a little bit too overconfident here, but we are going to be seeing Box actually finally kill onto Bitcher, as this is the first buy round. They're going to be playing up against SMGs. Dodge takes down 2 huge plays, almost long distance, takes down Finax, and that's going to be leaving it a 1 versus 3, quite literally 1 HP on Box. And that's all she wrote, because he's going to get dropped down by the grenade.
I've got to admit, things are looking quite dire here for the GoodJob side, because right now, I mean, what are they going to do? I think they're going to be going with an eco. It does make sense in this sort of scenario, and there, well, the scoreline is probably going to be 5-14, and then every single round will count. Every single round will count here for the T side. Surely, I'm pretty sure if you're the CT side, you've got to be feeling oh so comfortable, but I mean, come on. GoodJob still very much in the fight, but the question is for how long? That's a great nade coming in there. Dodson with the AK-47 does mow down one, gets the second one, and then is the end.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's pretty much what they're saying right now. Bish, bang, bish, bosh, bango, or something like that, you know, the usual say on that front. But WSD just cleaning the slate here. It's just so easy for them right now. But you know what? This is a round for good Box. If they can bring this back, they could try and win 10 rounds at least in a row. Potentially 11. They could try and go with the full hog on that front. And they might well just be able to do that. Good execution in towards the A site.
This is working out. This is kind of working out here for the terrorist side, but pushing for the Molotovs, working out beautifully for Box. Good for 1, not a second though, but still, things are looking quite good here. Coffee allows one player to slip through his ranks, but now it's somehow 2 versus 2. Make that a 1 versus 2. Make that a 1 versus 1. Finax now is still alive, but thing is, Vista is also alive, and he has been good in the clutch department as well. So this is going to be interesting. Finax has to check oh so many angles, and well, that is still a fake plant from him. He might be expecting where the player might come from, but it looks like the timing is not in his favor, and that's going to be a frag, a kill, and match and map point here for well, not necessarily match point here, but it's going to be 15-5.
Yeah, it could quite easily be that point now in this moment in time, because they didn't even get the bomb down, so they're going to run out a little bit of money, so they're going to be able to buy up most of the utility, but not the full way. Desasso is actually going to drop, I think, an AK over to someone. No, that's going to be armor and utility for him, and they're just the deagle in hand. So that's going to be 4 deagles, a load of flashbangs. I think that's, what, 7 flashbangs, 1 smoke, 1 Molotov on the opposite side on WSD. They've got everything they could really want, including AWP on Spur, who is a proven AWP player. And over on the T side, we are going to be seeing them play over towards the A and over towards actually B as well. So it's going to be interesting to see. But they're going to decide to execute Bitcher. Going to be head up with them, though.
Well, nothing much as of yet. I've got to admit, Bitcher, though, again trying to go for the aim duel, but it doesn't work out. Not yet, at least. Surely, there is still a lot of time to work with here. You got a minute and about 10 seconds here for the GoodJob side. They're a bit lacking in the utility department, but I mean, they've still got those flashes. This Hustle does have a Molotov and a smoke, and of course, some flashes as well. So of course, GoodJob, they have to be the aggressors. They have to be the aggressors. They have to start getting some frags, and of course, I'm pretty sure they've got, you know, those AKs to boot. But the question is, can the AKs get some entry frags going? Looks like we might be seeing some action towards Ivy, but the smoke is going to dissipate, and when it does, I think the push will come in here, or maybe not. Dot's getting flashed out to oblivion, has to back away at this point.
Yeah, so this is actually going to be giving GoodJob some room to breathe, but that might be all they get because they're going to get a headshot here, but actually Box is going to be able to go in for the trade for next. They're going to be able to get a frag, but Cosby going to get dropped in the meantime, but he's going to be able to find a second one, but Box is going to get dropped, and now Finax is going to be left in a clutch. It's a 1v2. This is the battle for the match point here. 20 seconds left on the clock. The CTs just need to play for time here. He's going to be able to get taken down, and that's the second map going in favor of WASD. Sports, we're going to the third and final map of the GameOn finals.
Exciting, isn't it? I mean, I was actually expecting GoodJob to, make this more competitive, but apparently I was wrong. WASD smashing their opponents on train. Looks like they are the better train team.
Yeah, I don't really want to go up against them in this scenario on train. Either nuke as well would be rather scary, but nonetheless, I mean, look at the sort of the players here. I mean, 22-10 on Vista. He really came through for his team here. It's absolutely beautiful when people tend to do that. T-side on obviously. Well, good job. Not such a good job, I would say, on this map. It's a little bit less, and so could do a little bit better in the future, but nonetheless, this wasn't their map pick. They did get to pick the CT side. Didn't really bring it through. Got 5 rounds on the CT side, and that's about it. Couldn't really find the gaps in the defenses on the CTs on the second half, playing as the Ts, so really fell short on that one.
I guess you could say they did, but surely that was train. And, well, the third map will be coming up. I think it might as well be a map like Nuke. I honestly don't know, or might as well be a map like Mirage. We will have to see about that, but surely we should be getting some highlights ready for you to witness, because there were some great shots. Of course, with the pistols again. Both of these teams seem to be very good with their pistol proficiency, shall I say.
Definitely, and we obviously saw that clutch from Des Hustle as well, when it was 1v3 on the A site, going absolutely nuts with the M44. Can't wait to see that one back, because that was probably one of my preferred highlights. Even if they didn't go on to win, certain highlights will always stay in my heart, but nonetheless, we should actually be able to go towards highlights now. So guys, make sure to stick around. We should be back in 10 minutes for the next final map. See you guys in a minute.
Come from, he might realize it, but I think the timing is not in his favor. It would be good for the one frag. A second one, a death with this hustle. How on earth is he getting those frags? And of course, Bitch has been spotted, and this hustle, he will be getting the frag as well, and he will be getting the round win with the
in towards A site once again. Nice fake, but look at this lollipop, sees it in hand, takes 2, can't take the third.
Not getting a single frag was a bit dissatisfying in that sort of scenario, but he might just, oh no, he won't be getting the very much do so, especially with Box with that one frag. Bitch going for the wild spray, but the AK-47 won't connect, and of course, let's see, goes for the white P, but surely Coffee is way too good for it, and of course, does he have time? I think he might just about get it.
Yeah, he's actually got time to do it. So, I mean, what a play coming in from these guys. Going to be able to defuse the bomb, and it's going to be another round on the board for GoodJob. Finally, after another dry spell, so they're kind of switching in and out here, but like I said, round right next to the bomb, he chucks down a smoke. He's just going to go in for the defuse. It might not work. The deagle is going to be coming into play. The knife as well. He's just knife in the air. What's going on? Shoots him. He's right there. He kills him. The clutch from Lollipop once again proven why this is one of the best.
2 guys remaining. Lollipop spots out the one, but won't be getting the frag, and that is going to be it. It's going to be WA. One hell of a weird spot.
Yeah, but might work in his favor. Peeks around the corner, he gets taken down! Dodds, fantastic play. This is exactly what they need.
Things that tad bit more difficult, I'd say, for the Belarusian squad, but surely looks like it's going to be an old-fashioned eco. They're going to try to push out this B-bombs, and surely easy frags for Vista. Eco frags nonetheless, but they are easy anyhow. But also Molotov, Barbecue seems to be on this B-bombs in Vista, not getting the 4th one though, but still, this is an eco from the Belarusians, and of course,
Bitcher, as this is the first buy round, they're going to be playing up against SMGs. Dodge takes down 2 huge plays, almost long distance, takes down Finax, and that's going to be.
The question is, for how long? That's a great nade coming in there. Dodson with the AK-47 does mow down one, gets the second one, and then is the end.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's pretty much what.